Hi guys, welcome to day 3 of week 2. I hope you enjoyed the recipes that I posted yesterday, and when you try them out, please let me know what you think of them. Today I'm going to be talking about supplements. So why would we need supplements? Well, even if we have close to an ideal diet, which most of us don't, it can still be hard to get all of the nutrients that we need to function in an optimal way. And unfortunately, also today, we have a declining soil and food quality. And so we're probably not getting all of the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that we think we are from the food that we eat. There are also increasing chemicals that block nutrient absorption of our food. Decreasing the chemicals in the food that we are eating and also decreasing the chemicals in our home by getting rid of the chemicals in our products can really help in that area, but we can still need some extra help. Another thing is that environmental toxins can be a big stress on our body. And then also, some of us have specific health issues or deficiencies that we need help with to bring us back to an optimal state. So the first thing that I want to cover is what we want to avoid in supplements so that we can get into our cupboards and we can ditch the supplements that are not helping our health. Because unfortunately, most of the supplements out there are not quality. The supplement industry is huge, and many supplements are filled with ingredients that are actually harming our health instead of helping it. So I want to cover some of the biggies that we need to avoid. The first one is artificial sweeteners. Many supplement companies rely on artificial sweeteners to make their supplements taste nice and sweet and good to us, but also be low calorie. So these are things to especially watch out for in anything that you're going to be tasting. If it's a chewable thing or something that you mix into a drink, most likely it's going to have artificial sweeteners in it. Some of the big ones to watch out for are aspartame, sorbitol, sucralose, but artificial sweeteners can come under so many different names that it can be hard to identify. So I am going to post a chart below with a list of names of artificial sweeteners that you can look for. So get out that list and go into your cupboard and compare it and pull out the things that have those artificial sweeteners and get rid of them. Because artificial sweeteners, they work in a way that damage how the body naturally processes sugar, which messes with your insulin receptors and therefore messes with your metabolism. They've also been linked to various health issues, and all of the effects of their long-term use may not be known. So it is something that we are much better off without. Also, the second biggie is natural and artificial flavors. You may think that natural flavors may be okay and artificial flavors are bad, but they're both actually not good. Natural flavors are derived from edible sources like animals and plants, but then they're processed in a lab. So they're natural in the formal sense of the definition, but they are not truly natural. And the animal or plant source that they can come from can usually be very suspect, and there's some interesting sources for those that we probably don't want to be eating. And then artificial flavors are derived from inedible sources like petroleum, which is super scary. We do not want petroleum in our food. They are both very broad words, and so you actually have no idea what you're getting when something says natural or artificial flavor. We'll get into it later in the month, but the word fragrance is one like that, where companies can put it on a label and it can include hundreds of different toxins. Natural and artificial flavors can be on there, and it could be hundreds of different things that are in your food that you have no clue what you're putting in your body. Natural and artificial flavors have been linked to allergies. They've been known to have a negative effect on the thyroid, linked to indigestion, headaches, breathing and circulation problems, heart issues, and they may affect the behavior and attention span in kids. Those are all nasty things that we want to avoid, and we want to avoid them in any amounts if we can. Another thing is that natural and artificial flavors, they're both made in a lab. And so scientists have worked over and over on their chemical structure to make sure that there's something that tastes good And so we're going to crave more. They've specifically engineered it that way. And I know I don't want anything to do with that. I want to keep my taste buds pure and enjoying whole foods. The last one I want to talk about is food dyes. The most common food dyes are red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6. These make up over 90% of the food dyes on the market. So try to remember those ones: red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6. Food dyes have especially been linked to behavioral problems in kids, various types of cancer, and other problems. And the crazy thing is that Europe has banned most food dyes, and that any that they do allow in products, those products have to come with a warning label. So it really frustrates me that things that we clearly know that are damaging to our health are allowed to be put in our products. So those are the biggies. Remember those: artificial sweeteners, natural and artificial flavors, and food dyes. If those are in any of your products, please get rid of them. We get supplements because we want to do something good for our health, right? So let's make sure that we have supplements that are actually doing something good for our health and not harming it. Okay, so the tricky part is that even if you have supplements that don't have those nasty ingredients in them, that doesn't mean they're doing what they should be doing in your body. Supplements are a very complicated thing, and they have to be created in the right way for your body. So there are synthetic and isolated nutrients, and then there are whole food nutrients. And obviously we want supplements that are made up of the latter. They are not all created equal. So synthetic and isolated nutrients can create numerous problems and imbalances in your body, because your body is not made to recognize things like that. They treat them like foreign substances, and they don't utilize them like they should. Our body needs the whole food supplements that are simply made from concentrated whole food. They're highly complex structures that combine a variety of elements, both known and unknown, which all work together to do the correct job in your body. And so nature blends nutrients and food together in a specific way that work in the best format for our body. And so that's the way that we want to go with our supplements, making sure that they are whole food based and that they've been created to work in our way that our body can actually absorb them. It can assimilate them into our body, and it can use them to increase our health. So some things to look for in a supplement: not to have all of those artificial ingredients. Make sure it is as close as possible to its natural form, and also making sure that care is involved in its production, in growing the ingredients, in manufacturing the supplement, and in testing for quality control. And I will tell you guys that there are not many supplement companies out there that make good supplements that meet all of those standards. And so do your research. Young Living is a company that I trust with my supplements. They have very high standards as far as their ingredients, their manufacturing, and their testing. And if you want to learn more about that, it's really awesome. They have what's called the Seed to Seal to help you learn about that and how they produce all of their products. So I'm going to put a link to that below for you to check out if you're interested in hearing more about that. That's all I have today for supplements. Let me know below anything that you learned today or anything that surprised you. And then tomorrow I am going to post some Young Living supplements that I really enjoy. Everybody is different and has different needs, but there are a few supplements that I believe most everyone would benefit from. So I'm going to feature a few of those, as well as a few specific ones that you may find would suit your needs. So you can look forward to that tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.